Things to text a guy to get his attention and stay on his mind 24/7. If you want to grab his attention over text and start a back and forth text conversation that could lead to something more, use these ideas and tips. 1. Memes. Ah, what a great invention. Memes make everything so casual. You don't have to admit you were thinking about him or come off too eager. Just send him a meme you thought was hilarious or that related to him. 2. Something relevant. Something relevant basically means something that he's going to get straight away. Let's say that you're both in the same class at school. You could text, "Hey, did you get the last question of the homework?" Or, "I zoned out during today's meeting, can you sum it up for me?" He'll answer you because he knows what to say and the chances of the conversation going on for longer are pretty high. This gives you a segue into a longer conversation, but won't make him feel like you're flirting or actually trying to get his attention. 3. Hey sexy. If this is someone you have a romantic history with, this is a way to perk up his ears. But, if you don't have any history with them and you want to make some present-day romance, this will definitely get his attention. For sure, it's a little bold, but being timid isn't going to get you the results you want. What to text a guy to get his attention? Well, this will certainly work in many cases. 4. I'm going to get food, want to join me? What guy or girl can say no to food? Seeing as it is last minute, it sort of requires an immediate response. If you know his favorite place, even toss that into the text to really get his attention. 5. Have you watched the show finale? Insert the title of any other show you both watch. Basically, if you watch the same show or cheer on the same sports team, text him about it. He likely is dying to chat about that blowout or intense death scene or the team's great score. Having something in common is the first step to getting to know one another even better than you already do. All the best relationships are based upon common ground. 6. You look good in that blue shirt last night, in your last Instagram post, etc. Give him a little compliment to boost his ego. Maybe he wasn't sure how interested you were and didn't want to be the first to reach out. Guys love having their ego stroked a little, and he's sure to smile when he sees your text. This is one of the texts to get his attention because, let's be honest, who doesn't love a compliment or two? 7. I had a dream about you last night. We know this can go down a certain path, but if you're okay with that, cool. He will almost always respond, "Oh really? What happened?" As long as you have an answer that can steer the conversation where you want it to go, you're good. And, this type of text is instantly attention grabbing because it piques curiosity. 8. OMG. It is simple but effective. 3 letters and he will likely be intrigued. Then if you take a few minutes to respond after he says, "What?" Tell him about the crazy traffic jam you were in, who you ran into at the bookstore, or the weird thing your dog did. It's a little sneaky, but it's something that is bound to get a return text at the very least. 9. Bring up something you talked about before. If you're wondering what to text a guy to get his attention, do not stir up your last conversation that died a slow, painful death. Instead, bring up something you have had a successful conversation about before, or a memory you both share that's upbeat and positive. For example, remember how you said your sister wants to get into fashion? I just saw this job opening, or, that band we were talking about is in town in 2 weeks. 10. This made me think of you. A meme, a weird appliance you saw at the store, or a hilarious bumper sticker. Being able to send photos by text makes getting a guy's attention so much easier. Just make sure that there is at least some vague connection between him and the thing you're texting him about, or he'll pass it off as attention seeking. That's not getting his attention in a good way at all. 11. A flirty selfie. Not a nude, but a cute flirty smile and maybe a little cleavage should do the trick. Just remember to keep it tasteful and mysterious. You can show him your outfit today and ask if he thinks you look cute. Rock a new hairstyle and ask him what he thinks, or just send a selfie saying you're feeling yourself today and wanted to show him how good you look. 12. Ask for his advice. How many times have you been pulled into a text when someone asks for your opinion or advice? It's a great way to get a chat going, and it's sure to grab his attention because it will make him think. Ask him what team to bet on. Or maybe ask him which Netflix series to watch next. 13. You miss the wildest night. If you want to get a guy's attention over text, tell him how he missed the coolest show the other night at a club near you. Or tell him about something super fun you did over the weekend and add in something like, "Too bad you missed it." Hopefully, he'll promise to make it next time and you can hold him to it. 14. I thought about you a lot today. This is a little like the "I had a dream about you" text, but it's certainly a little more intense. There is a small risk that he'll think it's odd and not reply. But if that's the case, he's not where you want him to be on the interest register anyway. So, if he replies, it's probably going to be because he wants to know more. Just make sure you have a good answer. 15. You will never guess what happened to me today. Oh come on, everyone is going to reply to that kind of text and ask what happened. We're all curious creatures, whether we want to admit it or not. So, when he replies and wants to know what happened, you better have a good story to hand to keep his attention on you. 16. Nothing. If none of these things get his attention and he hasn't texted you, just let it be. We're sorry to have to say this, but if he hasn't texted you in a reasonable amount of time, he may just not be into you and you deserve better.